Let's see. Gotta make sure this is working. Here we go. All right, so let's check this out. Can everybody hear me okay? It says it's got no sound. Here we go. Awesome, that is good to go. And then over here, hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday. Today is a very fun one because we're going to get right into it. Today's a fun one because, one, it's Friday. Two, we're going to get right into it. And then three, you're going to see the exact ad copies that we are using right now, that we are utilizing all across the country to generate real estate leads en masse. So we're talking about thousands of leads every single month through these ad copies. So you can take, I'm going to give you the exact ad copies that you can look on the screen as I share the screen with you and write them down if you want, or if you just want to email me at admin@JaimeResendiz.com, and then in the subject just put ad copies and I'll send them over to you. So please remember that's admin@JaimeResendiz.com and then ad copies, and my assistant will send those over to you. So let me know where you're listening in from today. Really curious where we have our traffic from. If you have not connected on Instagram or have not connected with me on Clubhouse, which is a brand new app, let me know. I would love to connect with you. I have plenty of rooms that I participate in every single day, so we have more interaction. And if you have any questions that have to do with advertising, with marketing, with anything that has to do with growing your business, then you're going to catch me there. So following me there would be fantastic. So it's actually the same handle right here that I have on Instagram. I just have not been able to update this so far. So just so follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Clubhouse, which is the exact same handle. So Jaime and then RSNDZ. All right, so today again, we're going to keep it brief. We're going to get going now. The Facebook ad copies. Now, one quick disclaimer. The Facebook ad copies that you're about to see are effectively working everywhere else. Now, here's the thing. Whenever you see the ad copies, understand that you need to do your due diligence. You need to understand that although you have the ad copies, some of these ad copies may need some additional verbiage from your end. So that's something that is on you. That is something that you have to go and look on your state rules and regulations, your broker's rules and regulations, to make sure that you're not violating any policy that they may have in place. So make sure that you are doing your due diligence. You can do the copy and paste, but make sure at the end of the day, the liability is on you. Just be honest with you. It's not on me, because this is just, that's not how this works. So when it comes to you launching your ads, the ads, I can tell you they are fantastic, that they work, they're effective, and are going to pass just about any test. But at the end of the day, you need to look in your particular country, your particular state, your particular even city, and your broker. So make sure that you're aware of that. Good morning, Sunny. Thank you for the class again. Dallas, Texas. You're right down the road. Dallas, Texas. Awesome. Awesome. So check in as you come in. A like is going to go a long way. We're going to get going right now. So again, just remember that as you see the ad copies on the screen, if you want them in your inbox, then just email me at admin@JaimeResendiz.com. So that's how you're going to get the copy and paste, so you don't have to write them down if you don't want. But then also, please understand that these ad copies do need to pass your compliance. It's not my compliance, it's your compliance. So just be aware of that. All right, so let's get started. And as I remember how to do all this, it looks like that is crazy. There we go. All right, so let's do this, and right into it. Whoops. Let's do this. This is a just listed ad. No, this is going to look better. Sorry for all the back and forth. This is going to look better. So I need a producer. So if you can produce a live stream, let me know. All right, so the just listed ad. The just listed ad, as you see right here, is the title is right up here. And then you have, I'll go over here. The title is right up here. We're doing a little hashtag and then moving to blank and blank. And then there, what was cut off was a question mark. So this one, unfortunately, has a lot of emojis that didn't transfer over. So whenever I was doing the copying and pasting, this actually had an emoji question mark. So this one is a lot more colorful than what you're seeing right now. So the just listed ad works in two versions. You're seeing one version right now. This is what I call the MLS version. And then there's a more open version that's just more broad. So I'll give you the distinction. So moving to Dallas, question mark. And then you're putting the number of beds, the number of bath, the number of garage, and the number of square feet. So here, you're just putting some qualifiers to the image that you are advertising, to the home that was just listed. So what constitutes a just listed? A just listed property, in my eyes, is one that has hit the market within the past 3 days is when you want to put it out onto the market. So a just listed, although you can call it just listed for several weeks, when it comes to just listed in regards to when you get your hands on it, you want to look for a property that has been on the market for at most 3 days in this environment. When I say this environment, I mean a seller's market that we're in right now. So the way that this looks is if you have a property that you just listed, fantastic. You're going to start advertising it on Facebook. And this is the ad copy that you're going to use. You're going to put an image of the home. Ideally, it's the front side of the home or some unique character or aspect to the home is what you want to highlight. So if you have a listing, great. If you don't, get with your broker. If your broker doesn't have one, then go a little bit beyond and ask for permission to market other listings. Now, you do need to ask for written permission. And again, that's kind of where I'll stop with the compliance aspect, because it's going to be on you to know what to disclose, know how to get things in writing, if you will. But just understand that I'm giving you I'm painting with a broad brush on what you do need to do, which is asking for permission. At least I know that much from every single market. All right, so the just listed, again, a property that has just been listed. Here's some qualifiers. A just listed property is one that has been listed at most 3 days right now because of the seller's market that we're in. And the reason I suggest 3 days is because when you put that on the market to advertise, you get a little bit of run rate. So you don't want to have to redo all of your efforts, all of your work every single time that home goes away. So you want to catch it as early as possible. Even the same day, that would be fantastic. Catch as early as possible when it hit the MLS. So then you have days as opposed to hours of advertising it. So that way you don't have to continue doing ads, redoing them, make connections to your system, and all that fun stuff. So that's something to consider with the just listed ad. Something else that you want to consider with the just listed, as you're selecting the property that has just been listed, I would stay away from two-story homes, and I would also stay away from the luxury market. For what we're looking to accomplish, which is generating some buyer leads, which some of these buyers are sellers. As a reminder, what we're trying to do is capture as many people's attention as possible. And the best way to do that is through a single story. So, and also we don't need it to be a luxury home. So this isn't I'm just going to advertise a mansion hoping somebody's going to buy this mansion. That's not that's going to give you the complete opposite effect. A lot of people are going to click on it and engage with it, but they're not going to be people that are going to realistically buy that property. So just be aware of that. All right, so is this making sense? Let me know in the comments section if there's anything that we can address on it. It's 1 second, so let me make sure we're going live right here. And as you're coming in, a like is going to go a long way. I really appreciate you for that. So let's just go through here. All right, perfect. Cool. So this is one of the ad copies that's absolutely crushing it. Right now, this is one of the hottest ad copies because of the environment that we're in, which is a seller's market. So just be aware of that. All right. So the new construction ads. So this is the title. And then we have the first ad copy. So the first text that you're going to actually put within the body. And this kind of tripped me up because the emojis over here, they did transfer, so it must have been from the source that I used this originally, because when I copied and pasted on the other one, this one over here, I had a bunch of emojis. So this one tripped me up whenever I was doing it. And as you can see there, I kind of excluded the I, it's over here. So this one, it's adjusted. I actually got it from the cheat sheet that you're going to have access to if you email me at admin@jaimeresendiz.com. I will, I just did some sloppy copy and pasting for this presentation, so my apologies. So anyway, attention Dallas home buyers. Stunning brand new homes in desirable Dallas, just discounted by this amount. And then plus get this, plus get this, plus get this, plus get this. And then ideally you spell it correctly. Incredible savings are happening now. There's never been a better time to own a new home. Limited time offer, click learn more. So this ad copy in every single market that we go into is crushing it. Now, here's the thing. Whenever you get these ad copies, you're going to put them out into the world, which is going to be perfect. And you can't really see, it just says click the learn more button. So I know you can't really see down here because of my, my screen share, but that's okay. You're going to have this in your email. One thing that you need to do with all of these ad copies is split test. You need to split test your audience. You need to split test your placement. You need to split test your images, and you can split test the ad copy. That's fine. I suggest that you leave this as is because it's working everywhere. But at the end of the day, you understand your market a lot more than I do. So just be aware that you want to split test all of the ad copies that you see today from, again, your target audience, who you're actually showing it to, the placement, where you're putting them on Instagram, where you're putting the ads on Facebook, and then also the images or videos if you decide to go that route. The ad copy itself, so the verbiage that you see right now is absolutely crushing it. Now, one of the questions that I'm going to get with this particular ad copy in general is, hey, what do I put in here? What do I put in these numbers? That is not for me to tell you. That is something that you need to connect with the new build community to find out these answers. Some of the new builders are going to give you plenty of perks that go beyond this list of 4. This is a template for you to build from. Now, there's going to be also some builders that give you very little incentives. So especially now, given that they are having wild demand, that a lot of folks are trying to buy a new home. In fact, down in Austin, some of the builders are actually doing a lottery system because they have so much demand. So it's just gone wild where it's literally a lottery of, hey, who gets a house? It's just that wild. So the thing that needs to happen here is, again, you need to be split testing. And then 2, right here, when it comes to the ad copy that we're looking at on the screen, you want to get with your builder, whatever builder that you're working with, and get these incentives from them. Understand, hey, how much are you discounting the homes? Right now, it's not going to be much. Do you cover the title policy? How much are you covering towards closing costs? Things like this that are powerful for you to market in your ads. So this is a new construction ad, and this one again is working in all markets. So a lot of communities have new builds going up. So make sure that you connect with the builder because new construction is fantastic. All right, so again, if you're wanting the exact ad copies so you don't have to write everything down if you don't want, just email me at admin@jaimeresendiz.com. My assistant will get this over to you. All right, so is this making sense? Let me know. I know we're going kind of fast, but that's part of it. So this is the price drop ad. Now, this one is one of the rare ones that you're not going to be able to run very consistently in the sense of, very frequently. That's a better word. Very frequently, because right now there's not that many price drops. Right now, whatever price tag you put on that house is that and then some what the seller ends up getting. So with your price drop ad, what you're looking at doing is, again, here's the title, price drop on Dallas home for sale. And then you're going to highlight a unique feature to the property. And then you're going to click learn more for, and then whatever you're offering them, whether that's the price, the photos, the location, the virtual tour, whatever it is that you're offering, that's what you're going to highlight right here. So on the price drop ad, this is, I know it's very, very simple ad copy, but it's a heavyweight. It's an absolute heavyweight. You're going to get leads very inexpensively if you do what I mentioned. Doing some split testing, doing split testing on your target audience, doing split testing on your placements, doing split testing on the images that you use. So this one is a fantastic ad to run because it's going to attract a lot of buyers, but also understand that this one's going to attract a lot of investors as well. So this one's a buyer slash investor type of ad copy that will give you leads beyond imagination. So just make sure that you're doing this. Now, again, the important thing here is that the price drop ad, you need to have with your price drop ad, you need to have a home that has recently had a price drop. It's very simple. So you can on the price drop, just make sure that it's significant, if you will. So that's something else that you can highlight here in the unique feature to the property. You could put that it has a brand new roof, but you could also put that it was dropped $5,000. It was dropped $20,000. Whatever it happens to be, it would be a good opportunity for you to put the amount of the amount that it was price dropped, because it's gonna show so much better. People love savings, and that's actually what draws people to this particular ad copy. People love the fact that they could save some money on a brand new home, or I'm sorry, on a home just in general. Although this could work with new builds. Right now, not so much, because new builds are going for whatever price they put on them. But people love a deal. So this is what's really spurring the action. All right, so is this making sense? Let me know if everybody is catching the drift. As everybody that is joining us right now, a like is going to go a long way. So we want the notifications to go reverberate through the internet. So if you can hit that like button so the notifications go out to more and more people, I would highly appreciate you for that. So as you're coming in, hitting that like button is highly encouraged. And also the ad copies that we saw today, the just listed, the new construction, the price drop, all of these ad copies are available to you if you email me at admin@JaimeResendiz.com. Could you pause the video and write everything down? Of course, you can do that. And by all means, that's why I make this available to you. But I also want to reduce the friction from you watching and being able to implement. So if there's friction between you writing down what you're seeing here and then actually launching the campaign, then I'm reducing that altogether. So just email admin@JaimeResendiz.com and my assistant will get this over to you. All right, so those are the 3 ad copies that I wanted to cover, but I also wanted to have a more direct conversation with you. I want to have a conversation of conversion. How are you actually going to convert? Because that's the important part. You can get all of these leads. You can get all of these leads all day long. However, at the end of the day, if you're not converting, then you're not making money. You're not going to have the money to run all these ads. So here's what we need to talk about when it comes to conversion. Converting is something that you have to, let me rephrase that. Whenever you get a lead, you need to have follow-up. You need to have a level of follow-up. And I'm going to give you the basic steps, the fundamental steps. We're not going to go into a whole conversion talk. But when it comes to the leads that are coming in online specifically, they need to be getting an email from you instantly, because you're collecting that information in your forms, whether you're running a lead generation campaign, which has lead forms, or you're running a traffic ad, which has landing pages, you're collecting people's information. At bare minimum, it's the name, the email, and the phone number. If you can do it, do get the address as well. So when it comes to getting you actually having a conversion, at bare minimum, they need to get an email from you instantly, because you promised. In all these ad copies, you see that we promised something. We promised a lead magnet, an ethical bribe for them to give us their contact information. So we made an offer, and they took us up on the offer by giving us their contact information. So we need to send them an email with whatever it is that we promised them. If we promised them the price, if we promised them the location, if we promised them a virtual tour, then in that first email, you need to send that information. So that's what's happening. They also need to get a text from you instantly. Now, if you have connected your ads to your CRM, fantastic. Make sure that your CRM is sending out those emails and is sending out those texts as quickly as possible. So that's number 2. They get your email and they get your text. And also, they need to be getting your call. they need to get your call as quickly as possible. Ideally, statistics say within 5 minutes. That's when the highest return on invest. Let me rephrase that. That is your highest opportunity of actually connecting and converting. Beyond 5 minutes, it drops significantly. So we know that. We understand that speed to lead is real. So when we're doing this conversion, when we're talking about conversion, don't think that your email alone is going to sell that house or help your client buy a house, or you work with the buyer. Don't think that the text is going to do all of the heavy lifting either. This is something that we need to get much better at. We need to follow up in every possible opportunity. So we're sending out that email, we're sending out that text, and we're making that call. Now, assuming that folks are still unresponsive, there are a lot of CRMs out there. I can give you an example of KV Core. This is the one that I use, and a lot of the agents all of the agents that I sponsor at EXP, because we have KV Core for free. All of the agents that I do the lead generation for that partner with me for free, I do their lead generation, and I and my team will do that, but we make sure that everything is connected to KV Core. We ensure that that's happening because we understand that this basic follow-up needs to happen. Now, beyond that, KV Core, where I was going with that earlier, was it does have a social little module there on the profiles where it will pull in some social media handles if it's available. So that's something that you need to be aware of. All right. Good morning, Sunny. Tiara from Charlotte. There we go. Good morning. I appreciate you. All right. So that's something that we need. That's something that we need really to talk about, because the conversion is super important. That's something that we need to do a lot better on. So that's all I had for you today. I know that this one's a short one, but I promised you it would be. The 3 ad copies that we went through, the just listed, new construction, the price drop ad, those are available to you if you just want to email me at admin@jaimeresendiz.com. Then my assistant will get the ad copies out to you. Don't forget to follow up. That's how you're going to actually see meaningful movement in your business when it comes to online leads. Bye.